Hello and welcome back to Misrepresented. I'm your host, Lisa Opie. And before I introduce today's guest, I want to thank Jaswely, our favorite brand in Dubai, for dressing us today in these super red dresses, and the Code Creatives for production, and Beauty by LadyCode for glam. I'm a little sweaty because it's a hot day in Tokyo, but oh my gosh, I'm so excited because we have Miss Grand Japan, my little sister Erika Opie, back for her second time to talk all about Miss Grand because we never did a Miss Grand episode.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's been 4 years.
It's been 4 years. It's the
Okay.
last one.
So we have a lot of catching up to do. I can't believe I had the podcast for 4 years.
That's actually great.
Crazy.
Congratulations.
Thank you. But tell me about Grand. I want to talk about Grand.
I love that. Goodness, I love Grand. Grand is so much fun. I won my second year. So I did 2024 and 2025. And life has been insane since then. I had 2 weeks to prepare for international. So there wasn't really a lot of lessons at all. It was more just packing and everything. And then it was 3 weeks international where I placed top 20 and I got the Grand Talent Award and I got to be in the center of the opening dance. So I feel like I did a really good job in such a short amount of time, but this last year has been insane. Insane.
It's been so crazy. I kind of want to rewind just a little bit because you said it's your second try. I know the first year you got first runner-up at Grand Japan, which is actually a really big deal because
I was
really big accomplishment. How did you feel? What was that like? And what did you do differently the second time around?
So getting first runner up from not ever placing a pageant before was honestly like, I was so thankful. And that kind of showed me that Grand was a system I was meant to be in. What I did differently, I think the first year was obviously getting to know the system a little more, trying to figure out what kind of pageant Grand was. The second year was like, how can I go past that? Because I went all out in 2024 too.
You did.
And so how do I surpass my 100%? And that was honestly a struggle. It's really hard to do that. But at the end of the day, close to the pageant, I was just have fun. Just have fun. Enjoy the stage. I'm an entertainer. I love performing on stage. So as long as I'm having fun, everyone else will have fun. I think that portrayed the judges, and I hope they enjoyed my performance.
You did so good. The swimsuit where you did this spin with the song. I'm like, what? It's so good.
I didn't practice that. That came up on stage, by the way.
You're joking.
Yeah. Up until then, I had a routine with the choreographer, but the last turn, that was on the spot. I didn't.
That was like the winning turn.
And it was on the music too.
Oh my gosh.
Can I like a pageant tip here?
Yes, of course.
Always use the music to your walk and like match the music, match the tempo. If you hit a pose on like the beat, it's so much better. Just freebie for you guys out there.
I agree. Okay, and swim week, the music stopped right when I was coming out, and I waited for it to start again.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not walking to no music.
No, and they can start on one and make it just
exactly.
Yep.
It was awkward, but worth it.
No, you gotta own it, own it.
So you had 2 weeks to get ready for internationals. I remember going through all of this with you, and I was freaking out because your wardrobe, we had so many wardrobe issues.
Yeah, so many wardrobe.
It was kind of like arriving as you go, like by the day.
It really was. You're like, what do we wear today? Kind of thing. And I would always talk to my director being like, I have these outfits I haven't worn yet, which is what I wear today. She looked at the schedule and tell me what to wear, what to pack, because you know you have multiple activities in a day, so you have to figure out which ones to wear when. And I don't remember thinking at international. I had a lot of fun, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Like it was just going day by day, like what can I do? What do I wear? What's the rehearsal like? Like who are the sponsors? Who I talk to? It was just a lot, but like so much fun.
It was so nonstop.
It was so nonstop.
I like even at like 2 a.m, you're like trying on your dress, and I'm like waiting for you to do content. And you're like, okay, I'm just trying on my dress that I'm wearing tomorrow, getting fitted, and then we're doing content at 3 a.m, and then you sleep for an hour if you're lucky, and
like 7
makeup again, get interviews, rehearsal,
and like the Grand fans. And not as for the only international pageant I've done, but the Grand fans they love Grand, and I love that so much. They are always at the hotel rooms. They're always there. There's cameras rolling all the time. So you have to be on all the time. And it's a really good experience and a really good.
You were so good with your fans. Like I remember like seeing you always in the media, like taking all the interviews like from start to finish. Cause like I was in that lobby. Some people got tired and they're just like not making eye contact, like looking in for the elevator. Or just like, hi everyone, like taking the time. And it was just.
And that comes in twofold. One part was obviously I really love talking to the fans. I want to get to know everybody because they're supporting me, and I wouldn't be here without any of them. The other part was that coming from a country that's not as well known for pageantry, I had to put myself out there more.
Oh,
Like that was my strategy was being like, this is Japan, like get to know you. And so once all the live streamers and the content creators had gone through their favorites, I would still hang around and be, oh yeah, Japan. And they could
wow.
talk to me. And so that was my strategy to kind of get myself out there and make some more fans because Japan isn't a really big pageant country yet. So.
Erica had like fan clubs, a lot of fan clubs.
I
like
love
I couldn't even get any time with you because everyone would swarm, and I'm like, I mean, I'm a fan too. I'm like, can I have some fun? Oh my gosh. So Grand Talent, the first one where you just did backflip, there was no poll.
No.
Did you have time to plan that one out?
No.
Okay.
I didn't really plan anything for Grand, to be honest. It was honestly day by day. And we didn't have a costume. And we knew there was going to be a talent show. So we kind of had a thing prepared. But like a couple of days before, me and my director chose the music. And then I just made up a routine in my head. And then that was it. There was no rehearsal. They were like,
it was so good. It was so good. I was like, that could even win by itself. And then, yeah, so then you made it to the finalists. When did they announce the talent finalists?
That's it.
Okay, yeah, so you already knew.
Yes.
And tell us about the poll. I already know the story.
So here's the story about the poll. So the audition round, I already gone all out with the gymnastics. And I made it as a finalist for those top 15, I think 15 girls in the final for the talent. And I was talking to my director and she was like, you got into the gymnastics again. And I was like, that's all I got. There's nothing more. I went all out shifting wise at the audition. So I was like, what can I do? And if I'm gonna win, if I'm gonna make a strong performance, I need a pull. I need a pull. And she didn't even question it. She was like, okay. She talked to one of the producers and was like, hey, is there any way we can get a poll? And he was super, super helpful. They've known each other for a long, long time. And so he was super supportive in Thai. He would make the reservation, rented the poll, brought the poll here. He had the helpers like set it up and everything. And
there was a poll. When did you find out there was a poll?
I heard I was in the same group chat, so like I could see them talking about it. I didn't really respond much because I was doing grand stuff.
You were like in glam with me.
That's probably exactly. Like,
like talking about the poll.
I was like, they're getting a poll for me. But yeah, so that I knew they were going about it, and she would kind of update me in Japanese, like what they were talking about, so I didn't have to translate everything. But a few days before, I think it was like official, and the day of they came. So it was about day rental. They came in the morning. I got to touch it just once for the dress rehearsal, and it was the final.
So in dress rehearsal, you made up your choreography, kind of.
Yes, I had the music by then. Yeah, I could turn it off into
gosh.
But that was the one time I did that, and then it was the final. And I also had no chalk on me, by the way, because I wasn't planning on pole dancing at Grand. I didn't bring any like full grip with me. Like I
don't know anything about pole. I didn't even know you needed that.
Yeah, because it's a metal pole. So if you're sweaty, you're gonna slip. And so we have like liquid chalk on our hands and our legs to kind of help grip. I didn't use any of that. I didn't.
You did the whole thing with
just like my skin.
It was everything. So like nobody was expecting any of that, right? Like I was in the audience, the pole came out, or like, what is this challenge? And then you're just, normal dance. Just like, no, it was so traditional Japanese. And then you did like some floor gymnastics
a little bit,
and then you got on the pole, and it was just like, I was just screaming my head off the whole time, and I was like, also like the pole is fighting for its life. It was just going back and forth, and I was like, oh my gosh! But
I got my comment.
That was the most iconic performance I've ever seen. And after that, did you feel like you won talent? Because I felt like you did. I kind of knew.
I had a feeling. There was the way the crowd was responding. I think I had the most excitement.
Yeah.
There were obviously so many other great performances, but with like the hypeness, with like the cheering and everything, I felt like I got.
And it was like your year because they always do Grand Voice, but this year they did Grand Talent because Voice, like, I'm sorry, you can't sing.
I cannot sing. She's not one sister that can sing. It's not me.
So this was like your year.
You really
got to talent. You got to pull like everything just lined up for you so well. And then there were 2 talent winners.
Yes. So. And it was in
the top 3. I love Faye.
So I was really happy to win with her.
Yeah.
But as soon as they announced there were 2 winners, I was like, it has half. I'm one of them. For sure.
Wow. So. That's so good. So speaking of gymnastics, you made your mark as like the flipper, the cartwheeler, like the ninja girl of Grand. The first one when you really got on the map was at prelims when you did the cartwheel in Wahine.
That was a swimsuit competition.
Yes. Okay, tell me about that.
That was a whole other story. So the person who was helping me with my walk, he told me to do an illusion turn. So that one doesn't involve any hands or anything. It's just like a needle and a turn and you come back down to the floor. And I did that on the walk. So we got to practice the day before and we were staying at that hotel. So at nighttime, all the girls were kind of like practicing their walk there. And I did it once and I fell. I know. I didn't get hurt. Obviously it was fine,
Yeah.
but it kind of psyched me out a little bit. And I was like, if I fall in practice, I just didn't have the confidence to do it. And I think my director messaged me like, I can't do the illusion turn. I'm going to do a cartwheel. I didn't get a response because they're obviously watching the competition. And I was like, do I do it? Because I didn't have any confirmation, like, okay, to go for it. And I was still checking my phone for the last minute. They got like the J's, and I was like, all right, I just have to do it. And so, right as I was walking, like, we did the thing, we go this way. And as I was coming back, I was like, do it. I just did it.
Oh my God.
But it wasn't necessarily planned much. It was planned on the day.
Everything is making it. No, it was so good because that's when like I woke up and I opened my thing and it was like you were on a fan page. Like a fan page posted Erika doing a cartwheel and I was like, oh my God, she did it. Like I didn't even find out through you. So that was really cool.
Okay.
And then you did your prelim. What was it where you fell?
That was a prelim, yeah. So what happened?
You did more than a cartwheel.
I did. It was after national costume. And so we did national costume. I did all the things for the ninja and that was smooth and everything. And then the guy helping with my walk, he eventually was like, for the prelim swimsuit, you should do that same thing, just one less. So I did like 5 things for
It
the
was
ninja
so
one.
much.
He wanted me before, I think. And we even got some help from JoJo because he helped to lower my heels a little bit. And I felt like I could do it. And looking back now, I've rewatched that video because I used to coach gymnastics too.
You didn't need to do that last one.
Not even that. I just had to jump a little more, honestly.
Oh
Like,
my
a little bit more, a little more oomph I needed.
But it was still so good because like
and I recovered.
You recovered so good. And like at that point, like I noticed in the audience, once you come out, everyone's getting their cameras out because they're like, oh, she's going to do something. Yeah. So they're expecting you to do something. Exactly. So they were all recording and then you did it and they went crazy. Like you delivered. Yeah, exactly. And you were fine. I was like so worried about you with your slip, but like you did recover really good. I recovered well. As a performer, you get used to whatever mistake you made. That was on purpose. Yeah. What do you mean I fell? No, exactly. And you must have fallen to the floor. I know. Excuse me. Okay, so national costume. That was like one of my favorites. I mean, I love talent in national costume. That was so cute. Tell me about it. So we had a little Thai designer help us design the ninja costume. And it was so intricate. I wish it was like an up close because those jewels and everything are so. They were up until last minute. She was still kind of putting on jewels on the costume. God. And the back thing was all hand painted as well. The Mount Fuji and such an intricate costume. And she came to the hotel the day before for fitting. And then in the hallway, she was like, I want you to do this and kind of like open it up. We're going to tie it up here, untie it, and do the whole routine. And that was like the only rehearsal I had. And then run through and then final. Crazy. It was all just on the day of for the most part for Grand. But yeah, so it was supposed to be something else at first. But then once they saw the cartwheel at swimsuit, the designer said, nope, not that one. She's definitely going to be in Kuniochi. Yes, exactly. Kuniochi. Kuniochi specifically is a female ninja. Okay. Yes. So cool. It was so cool. And like you were on the favorites for everyone. Even Teresa and CJ were both like, that was one of our top favorites. Like you did amazing. So good. Okay, now top 20. So you got called into top 20. Yes. And you didn't know what your swimsuits looked like. And I got so nervous when I saw the thing. I was like, if I could just text Erica backstage and be like, just shove it in your top or something. I have my phone, but you're right. I could have shoved it in, done it, and then or like twist it around your arm, like what Indonesia did. But then it would have fallen if I wanted to sit down. Yeah. But, anyway. No, you did really good though. No, it just got like a little twisted. Just a little bit. It wasn't too bad. It was much. That was all the hair and makeup artists because I went backstage for all the thing and they just stuck a flower and I was like, oh, you look so cute. So nice. But yeah, I saw the cape. It was a cape. Yeah, the cape. I saw the cape and it didn't actually quite click until right before when I was like, oh, I can't do what I had planned. But as you said, once I got on stage, everyone has their camera. They're waiting for something. I was like, I have to go at least upside down, like at least once. I just gotta do something. Yeah. And the carpet was the safest one. Like, let's do that. And then I went for it. But like, I just couldn't let them down then to like not going upside down. Like that was like my thing. Yeah. So I did it. It was good. Wow. Fall too bad. And I loved your finals gown. Who was the designer?
Louis Mignon, he is so good
That was
with
so
this.
pretty.
He designs all of our dresses for Miss Grand Japan, and this year as well for 2026, he's doing all the finalist dresses. He's gonna do my dress. I don't know what it looks like. I'm really excited. I don't know the color yet either. It's gonna be all a surprise. But yeah, he did the wings, and it was such a good dress. It was such a good dress.
Okay, so I want to talk about something that's interesting that's happening right now. Christy, our youngest sister, went to Thailand and she saw the whole thing. She experienced Grand from the same perspective I did, which if I could compete, I would. But she signed up to do Miss Grand Japan and now she's competing in this upcoming class in a couple weeks.
Like 2.5 weeks?
Yeah, so there's a chance that you could crown your little sister Miss Grand Japan. How do you feel about that?
It would make history. I feel like back-to-back sister wins hasn't happened in Grand, and like we're so involved in pageants, and now that she's into it too, I feel like it just comes full circle. I really feel like it means so much, honestly.
And she's working so hard. She's transformed so much. Like I don't even recognize her today versus what I saw in Thailand. She's really worked hard, and a lot of that goes to Erika, the director. She does so much for her
She
girls.
does. She
Such a
does
good
a lot for us.
organization.
Our director is absolutely amazing. She was our first Miss Grand Japan ever in 2013, and she's been the director since. And she loves Grand Japan. Tell how much she just loves the organization and what she does for the girls every year. And that's the exact reason why I felt like I could come back was because I felt so welcome here, and it was grand family. Like it was just a big family. I love being a part of it. And I would love to have like other family be a part of it as well. And it's I'm really excited. I really
even from like just this experience, I feel like it's life changing for everyone already. But like to win is just like taking your life to a whole nother level. Like the way I've seen you transform and like you did so much this year. Like what are some things that you did this year?
What else we do? We did New York Fashion Week together.
New York Fashion Week was so fun.
It was so much fun.
Thanks to Supermodels Unlimited. That was magical.
That was absolutely magical.
Sisters on a billboard.
Together.
Oh my gosh.
Because
for LadyCode. Yeah, our life is magical.
It was so much fun. We got pictures with the billboard and everything. It was a great experience. I got to walk in New York Fashion Week and
Sweet Bella Grace and Ashlyn Ross.
Yes. Yeah. I wore her design the other day too, and I forgot how much I loved it. I love that.
I love it. Yeah. And then we got to go to one of the shows. That was really cool.
Yeah. And it was just like I wouldn't be able to do any of that if I didn't have this experience. And it's just this year has been a year of just doing everything I can. I don't say no to a lot of things. I only have this 1 year. I just want to do everything I can. And yeah, I might be going to other places maybe soon, maybe.
So everyone's asking, and they're going to keep asking you, what's next for you? You're like, what is next for you?
I do have my eye on All Stars, maybe.
Yeah.
I haven't committed yet, but it's in my radar. I do think it'd be a really fun experience. Some of my class had competed in the first edition, so I was really and not like FOMO, but I was like, oh, maybe it's just on the first
like a reunion.
Yeah.
And you could see them again because you can do All Stars as many times as you want.
So I do have that on my radar. I've also thought about maybe doing a different system, but I haven't. All Stars is probably more likely than anything else, but I don't think I'm done yet. So.
I feel like everything MGI does is just so fun and so entertaining. And it's like, where do you go from there?
That's what I'm saying. That's really what I'm saying. And that's the reason why I chose Grand in the first place was because it was so entertaining. I could tell the girls were having so much fun on stage too, and I wanted to be there. And it was actually that much fun. It really was. It really was.
I love it. So last question. The girls are getting ready to compete in 2 weeks. I know your sister's in that group, but what is some advice that you want to share with everybody on how they can do their best at the final competition?
Whether you laugh or cry, like it's coming. And that stage is going to show you the work that you put in these last 4 months as a finalist. And I want you to have the most fun you can. It's going to be one time and it's going to be gone in an instant so fast. And by the end of it, you will have one winner, but the hard work that you put into it, that won't betray you. And your life can still change. You learn so much. I hope that regardless of the results, that you will still take what you learned and create the life that you want.
That's so good.
And I mean that. I really do mean that. Like the Grand is life changing, and I really hope that you guys went full out, that you have no regrets, And it's just,
Yeah.
yeah.
And use all the resources your director gives you. Like, I think you're lucky you have a really good director. She's giving you so much training, so many opportunities, really good sponsors, like tag your sponsors, and that's for any organization.
It really is.
So we're not going to do this or that because this was last minute. I'm in Tokyo. I'm flying out tomorrow. We're doing a photo shoot.
By the way.
Super impromptu, so nothing is planned, but I think we did really good for an
I did.
unplanned.
I did.
Yeah, I think we're lucky we're sisters, so we can just yap. So yeah, thank you for coming back.
No,
on. I'm
thanks for
so glad we
this.
did this. I love you so much, and the studio's closing, so we gotta go. So thank you for tuning in.